Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer. Welcome back to Pro Cycling Manager 2019 Stage Racer episode number 76. We're at the Tour de France. We're into the final stages of it. 2 big climbing stages yet to go, and 1 massive time trial still upcoming. I'm on a +3 race day condition. Let's see if I can actually get that, because last climbing stage I didn't have this. I've got the preparation bonus, I've got the favorite race, I've got the recovery, just a little fatigue and weather to set me back, but otherwise I should be looking strong. I'm not sure why I'm not getting the outstanding performance based on recent stages, but then again, I'm only 6th overall, so I suppose that's not that great, is it? Long ways to go on the stage, but we're flying through the next 20-30 kilometers or so. 2 climbs out of the way, but Category 4, Category 3, only 3 points available. Even though my closest competitor is Hugh Carthy, he has not managed to grab any points. Guys just behind him have grabbed, but again, it's only been a total of 4 points available as we go forward, so they haven't really gained any ground yet. It's a huge breakaway, 28 riders. Despite that, we've still pulled back a lot of time. They're down to 3.5 minutes. They were out to about 7, so we pulled back half the time as we approach this Category 2 climb. Now, this is the best place for points for that breakaway, but the also category climb at the end of the stage is going to be GC riders. No doubt about it, especially with just a 3-minute gap. As a result, that's where the bulk of the points are, so those guys in the breakaway, they'll gain a few, but I'll get those points right back, and we should have a relatively small group over the top of that one, 10 riders, and then we'll probably be together to the finish, I would imagine, on a stage like this one today. So let's bring it on down just so I can see what's going on here. Interesting thing happened, something that I think has only happened probably just this once. Near the beginning of the stage, in the peloton, Scottson, the guy riding right in front of me right now, Scottson had a puncture. That's not unusual. That happens not frequently on this game, but it happens. Scottson had his tire replaced, came back into the field a few kilometers later. The pace wasn't that hot. Do I want to pick up a little bit of the slack? It's a 4-minute gap. Let's do that. Just going to pull the field a little bit. As they go over the top, the riders breathe a sigh of relief, and now we can set up. Just pulled back about 20 seconds there, and it made a real difference. You can see it actually ended up splitting the peloton in half. Anyway, Scottson, right? Puncture gets back, and no sooner does he make his way back into the field, he has a second puncture. That I've never seen before. Now, crashing more than once on a stage? Sure. Crashing immediately back to back as soon as you get on the bike? Haven't seen that. Just like I haven't seen immediate back-to-back punctures. 44 in the peloton, 23 in the break, 4-minute gap. We're definitely going to need a little tempo to pull these guys back, otherwise they are going to win this stage. And it's not going to be me. Trentin and Turgis are here. It's not exactly my strongest teammates with me, but none of them are exactly my strongest teammates in this race, obviously. So, breakaways starting to split up a little bit. Category 3 climb. Don't know who got the points on that last one. Let's go ahead and check that out. So, it was Shavkin, and then Shavkin and Geniez, and then Dennis, Geniez, Michaud, and Shavkin. So Geniez and Shavkin pulled back a little bit of points. Rowan Dennis actually had picked up some points all on one stage where he claimed a top 3. And so here's where we are now. Geniez has matched Carthy's score, but they're 29 points behind me. Dennis just 3 points behind that. But again, the real competitor is Bernal. And next up is the Alls category climb. But we have not gained any time on these guys. In fact, it's further out. It's now 5 minutes to those riders at the front. That's not a good sign as we go to prepare as Trentine is dropped. So Turgis, your job is to get water because I do not want to get it on that climb by myself. So go ahead and grab some water, Turgis. Trentine is back. 55 in the peloton. Reach the valley below. Trentine is dropped again. There's enough riders, teams ahead of us in the standings. Enough riders with support that you're just going to offer some protection. Trentine can go do what he can. 71 riders, still a big group away, and it's a 6-minute gap. It's possible that we'll catch them, and we'll certainly catch quite a few of them, but we're not going to catch all of them. I don't think stage win is coming in the peloton today. It's possible, not likely. Okay, things get a little wonky. We're starting the climb. It's easy right now. Overall, it's 19 kilometers. We'll see when it ramps up. 2 guys ahead of us from the break. Others ahead, so they already blew up before they even hit the climb. Trentine is back still. He's still here. 36K. Surprised how low my water is, considering how short of a time it's been since we got water. Okay, let's slow down for a little bit. For one thing, I've slid backwards a bit, which is a little worrying, but right now the road is pretty wide. We are just about to get to the real climb with 12K to go. So it's more like a 12K climb, not 20, because that, I don't know why that's classified. Here's the climb. Turgis hanging in there for now. I'm doing pretty good. 11K to go. 60 in the peloton. And a lot of the riders in the break are now just a short distance ahead. At least there's 3, and then I saw another group. Oh no, it's 5 minutes after that. It's 7.5 minutes. We are definitely not catching those guys today. This would be a great day for me to go away and gain time, as slow as we are right now. But I know the moment I go to attack, they're going to answer. Or will they? Or will they? You would think they would. I'm in the top 6. But this is the Pinot kind of day where he goes off and claims time and nobody follows. Turgis drops. Gonna try to attack. 49 riders behind me. And there we go. Adam Yates and I are away. Will he work with me? He will work with me, but at a 72. Either way, it splits the field a little bit, even if... Come on. Are you going to take a turn, Yates? There you go. As it goes back to 21 riders. Thin the field out a little bit. 5K to go now. It's a descent all the way, so I feel like I could actually attack again and not worry about it. Riding easy for now. 25 riders here. Start to see a little acceleration by Bernal, maybe? No. 3.6K to the top. $3K to the top. Way too many points up the road, unfortunately. Really gonna hurt the KOM competition. 18 riders left. 2.5K. Away we go. 1 rider with me. It's Rayner. I just burst past Lambrecht. 1.6. And I have opened a gap. But 1K to go to the top. catch. That's Dyer. It's not Nairo. 600 meters. And I'm catching most of the field right here. Did I get any points? Oh, I just missed. Geniez has 61 now. Still a 14-point lead, but Geniez and Dennis much closer. Even Youngles up over Carthy's total. And I have a peloton of 11. Who is in it? Who's away? Let's start with that. Michaud, Dennis, Fulsang, De La Cruz, White, all from the break. It's a 5-minute gap. But here, we have Carapaz, Bernal, De Moulin. Alaphilippe is here. And Salvis. And now, behind us, importantly, 20 seconds or so back, Lopez, Adam Yates, Pinot, Latour, Rayner, Egg, Kwiatkowski, Bennert, all behind that. Not my place to attack this. Unfortunately, it's allowing guys back in, I think. It is. Our group just got bigger. Those guys just regained contact. 16K to the end, and yeah, we're just in cruise mode. One little flat section, and then it gets steep downhill again. Maybe I'll take this little flat section and then attack. See if I can get off the front of this group and use the acrobatic descent. I do have sneak. Here's the flatter section. 11K. But again, most of it is downhill, meaning it's hard to catch somebody.
The riders are entering the last 5 kilometers of the stage.
Yeah, we have 10. This would be a good time to get away, and then you have that really steep section before the finish. I'm going to use sneak and sprint. Not going anywhere. Gel. Acrobatic. I'm at the front. 5K. All I'm doing is helping pull back some time on these guys ahead of us. Youngles. Oh, there we go. I pulled away a little bit. I've pulled away a little bit on this acrobatic descent. 3K to go. Gel hasn't kicked in yet. 2K to go. 1.7. Let's get faster guys coming at me. 1K. Sprint. Sprint. Slow in the sprint. Bernal's not, though. He claims 8th. Alaphilippe 9th. Pinot. I get 11th. Youngles won the stage. Jenny is 2nd. Michaud, Dennis, Fulsang, De La Cruz, and White. 7 riders left from that massive breakaway. There are definitely some time gaps, but not very many today. That's not exactly a bad thing. I mean, I didn't lose time, so that's a good thing, but I lost KOM points. The guys among the closest competitors gained a lot of points today, while I didn't. And then we don't win the stage, so my team's going to be mad. So it's not exactly a bad day. I didn't lose time, but I didn't gain anything. And I definitely lost KOM points. One massive climbing stage left in this race, and that's it. Standings shouldn't be different at all. Wow, Youngles won by 2.5 minutes. Dang. Okay, 4:42 to our group. It's a pretty hefty gap. And that's a lot of riders. Behind us, Martinez Bennett, Asgreen. Kamenow lost some time. Wow, Kruiswijk is here. You wouldn't even know it. So still 6th. Bernal, Carapaz, Yates, Dumoulin, Pinot, no change in the timing. Egg, Bennett lost some time, so he's further back. Latour, Kwiatkowski, Rayner. Behind me, I don't need to worry much anymore. Egg, minute and a half behind, and he is definitely not as good of a climber, meaning I'm 6th place and looking up and not needing to look back. That's a good thing. KOM still in the lead, but it's down to 14 points. Genies, Dennis, Youngles all picking up the bulk of the points on that stage. That sucks because they are much closer now. I want that KOM jersey. I gotta get something out of this race. One massive climb to go. Well, climbing stage. This, I believe, is our short hit the climb over and over and over kind of stage. $10K, 8%, 4 big climbs, 125 kilometers. We'll skip just the beginning. I'll give you all 4 climbs though. A lot going on. Worried about the stage, worried about my position, trying to at least keep 6th, possibly move up. At the same time, got a KOM jersey that I'm very, very interested in that I currently have. And we've got a breakaway that if I let them get too far away, they're going to collect the points they need to get into a strong position. So as a result, I'm trying to keep the breakaway within check. It's 2 minutes. There are 15 riders, 1 in no man's land in between, and he's Atkinson fading now. He's kind of back to us. So it's a 2-minute gap. I used Jakobsen and Ermino for a while, but they have faded and they're not really recovering, unfortunately. But whatever, it's not like these guys are going to be of any use to me over the climbs. Scottson going to get water, and then I will use Scottson as my main protection. Trentin, Turgis, Durbridge all kind of coming forward. I'm in good shape. A lot of the field, there's going to be plenty of guys that are tired from this effort. This constant, there's been nothing but effort since the beginning. Breakaway could have been huge, could have been small, but there was a lot of give, take. It's a short stage. We're already down to 75K. So the pace has never been light. And I can see Mezgec is going to fade here soon. Ermino is going to fade. Jakobsen's going to fade. And it is what it is. Let's get an eye. There you go. Scottson. That's who I was interested in at the time, coming with water. That's going to get us water till pretty much the final climb. And by that point, it should be a very small group. Now, Scottson, you need to hold this position, though. So why don't you do this for a moment? And then I'm going to get you to hold it here. He wasted a lot of energy to do what he did there, and I don't have anyone left to protect him that's not already involved. So looking back down the order, here's Ermino, he's fading. Let him go. Jakobsen is fading. We're going to see other riders fading, and let's take a look further back down the order. These guys aren't the only ones fading. There's already some riders out the back. Mezgec is fading. I think we're going to see a pretty big split here pretty soon and see a good 30, 40 riders dropped on this climb. Jakobsen, Ermino, both out the back. Thought they went out the back together, but apparently not. Okay, so Scottson struggling a little bit, but he should make it over this climb. It's 2.7k. Apparently we're not thinning out more than... there's a little bit. A few guys coming out.
Counter-attack by Carthy.
But we're holding that 2-minute gap, and that's important. Okay, so Carthy looks like he picked up a few points, possibly on this one. Let's see. Where'd those points go? Dennis, another 5 points for him. Carthy gets 3. Mounaway 2. Halfway. Okay. Yeah, most of my team is pretty tired here. But that is nothing new. That is absolutely nothing new. I've got to make use of them while they're around. In fact, the gap is opening. So, Durbridge, Turgis, pick up the pace. Scottson, I want you to sit on my wheel. By the way, +5 today. +5. It's a good day for me. It's a good day. I'm looking real strong after this first climb. They are recovering a little bit. Catching a couple of the breakaway riders here.
We've just learned of a fall. Let's hope that all riders will get up quickly.
Vincent de la Cruz. Very short valley section. And we're going to head right back up. Already, here's the left-hander. We're on the climb now, but we're not really climbing yet. See, we're going through this little gradual section before it really gets started. We're at 12.5k. I'd say this is about an 11.5k climb at about 1,500 meters, which definitely puts it at higher than the 7% for the 11k. It's more like an 8%. All right, so Durbridge, Turgis working about an 80. It's not a great pace, but at 2.5 minutes. Keep an eye on that time, and it looks like it's holding pretty well, and we should be blowing up the front group, and it is. 5 riders already have lost more than a minute. So, Shavkin, good. That's an important one to be coming back. And then at the front, though, you still have Carthy and Dennis that I've got to watch out for. Hopefully, Alaphilippe can take some points over the top because he's not a threat. Now, Trentin is fading. So we're going to use Scottson.
There's a sustained rhythm at the moment. Some riders
Durbridge, Turgis doing what they can. Holding steady at that 80. 50k to go. And we can see all 10 riders ahead of us. You can also see just how strong I am, and I could do some of this work to put a herding into the field. Because right now the peloton, people aren't dropping out. It's 80 riders. 5k to go. My pace. 4k to go. Scottson's going to drop. It's going to put a little hurting for me, but there's such a long descent, it's going to be easy to cover. 21. Just like that, I split the group. 20. Okay, where are we at now? Front group's all over the place. Almost to Shavkin now. 2k to go to the top, which means I could actually push a lot harder than I'm pushing. Thin this out even more. It'll come back together somewhat, but for one, beat these 4 guys to the top, get some points myself. 1k to go to the top, so accelerate again.
So this is the last third of the race. Anyone who is gunning for victory.
Alaphilippe is not out front. I am, though. I just pulled away from some guys. I will be 3rd over the top. So, 81 points. Dennis has 64. Jenny has 61. Carthy, 59. It's not over yet. Dennis is definitely among those guys ahead of me. Whoa, whoa. Oh my goodness. Stop. Stop, stop, stop. Grab water. That should get us to the end. And then relax. Carthy and Dennis. Ooh. So, Dennis went over the top first, though. No. Hold on. Carthy did. Carthy got 10 points. Dennis got 8. I got 6. Youngles, Sivikov, Alaphilippe, 17 riders behind me, nearly caught up now, and I sat up a little late. Still ahead of those guys. But we are cruising, so they will catch me. There we go. Back together. Should still be recovering, especially with that +5. $7.4K, 8% gradient. Those two riders have 3 minutes and 20 seconds, so they're going to pick up massive points again, and they're pulling out even further ahead. Nobody's interested in the chase, which means somebody's got to be interested in making something happen on this stage. There's no pace. There needs to be pace. 30 seconds, just like that. 22, coming back at me a bit. 20 seconds. Oh, wow. Now I'm going to catch these guys. 4K to go. 50 seconds ahead of me. Come on. Get out of the way, race official. Okay, I caught him. 2.5K. Rode past him. Get to the top first. 18 seconds. It's not a big gap. Just 17 riders, 16 riders chasing. Okay. That will lock. That takes care of the what do you call it? That takes care of the KOM. I think I've just secured it. 15 riders behind me. And I'm into a group of now 12. 4 riders just behind that. Recovery is on, but not going swimmingly. But here's the thing. They're not recovering that quickly either, but they certainly didn't use all their energy the way I did. 16 riders. 12.5 minutes to my nearest teammate, so that's not going to be a thing. Kwiatkowski working. 16 riders in the group. Carapaz, of course, to Mulan. You got to figure all the leaders are here. Okay, here we go. 12.5K to go. Nobody's going to be at full strength. This has been a hard stage. Partly for my effort. Plenty of others around me have got to be tired too. Let's go ahead and do a check-in. It's Leonard Kamna, and look how tired he is. And Kwiatkowski. No surprise on those guys. But here's Dumoulin. Slightly better off than I am, but only slightly. Carapaz, he's not fresh. Bennert, as tired as I am. Bernal, look at that. He's +5 on his race day condition, and he's going to win this stage. Latour, -2 today, and tired. Youngles is a +4. That's helping him out a bit, but he'll get dropped. Lopez is tired. Yates is already almost done. Wow, Yates has very little energy. Pino is a +5, so he's very much in form. He's going to be tough to beat. Egg, he's about where I'm at. Rayner. Similar. Carthy, he's done. Haig is done, and that's it for the group. So, you got one full strength rider. One.
10 kilometers remaining. This climb is feared by many riders. The percentages
Riding
are
easy
very
for now. 9K. Ready to pause before pretty much anything else. Sunweb doing the work at the moment. 8K to go. Speed it up slightly. $7K. Ineos putting the work in. That's Bennert.
falling behind.
Here it is.
The team
Okay.
leader is falling behind.
So Bennert putting the work in. He's borrowing the under 25's jersey.
Victory.
It should be Bernal. But then if Bernal doesn't have it, it should be me. But because I have the KOM, it's Bennert. Right? Yeah, he's third. Okay, Dumoulin, Carapaz. I'm going to follow Bernal. 6K to go. Oh, why did I stop following? I'm too tired, aren't I? Use my gel now.
Only 5 kilometers.
Stay in this group. Lopez shouldn't be that strong. Should be able to leave these guys behind. Or not. I'm too tired for this follow to work. Oh, there we go. Okay, group of 10. Regained contact. See, everybody's pretty tired. Well, not everybody. Not everybody. Pinot's looking pretty strong. Let's look at the group now. This is the back of the group. So we've got... Rayner's been dropped. He's in the group behind us. So Rayner's out. Youngles is out. Kamna, Haig, Kwiatkowski have been dropped from the group. Martinez, Carthy, all out the back. So back of this group. Egg. He's got nothing but a tiny bit of red bar left. Yates has nothing left. Those guys are done. Latour has nothing left. Bennert has nothing left. Lopez is ever so slightly worse off than I am. Dumoulin is slightly better. Bernal looks strong still. Carapaz looks strong. Pinot is taking off. So Pinot, Carapaz, Bernal can't compete. Dumoulin is where I need to mark, I think. So let's see if we can take position behind him.
Attacked by Pinot.
There's the 3 going away. Gel's kicking in, but I'm getting blocked off a little bit here. Those 3 going away, gaining some time. Now we're 4. So Yates is done. Lopez is right on the edge. I need to, again, take position here.
The riders are in a portion above 10%.
2K to go.
And they keep on attacking. Anyone that's low on gas definitely won't be able to keep up.
1.5K. I will be able to ride away from these guys, or at least Dumoulin and I will, but it's going to be right at the end.
He snatched victory.
There we go. Dumoulin's starting to go.
He can thank his
It's moving
teammates
forward.
who let him out in perfect conditions. The race is run, but the poor souls bringing up the rear continue to cross the line. It's a bit of
Dumoulin
a
riding away a little bit. There you go. 5th on the stage. So Bernal wins again. Carapaz is 2nd, stretching their lead. Pinot was really strong today. Dumoulin 4th. I get 5th. Lopez 6th. Yates 7th. Bennett 8th. Latour 9th. And we're going to see some really big gaps today. Rayner, Egg. We're at 4 minutes already. I will pick up some good points in the KOM to make sure that that is done and dusted. Kwiatkowski 16th. Carthy. Jenny is way down there, so those guys aren't getting points. A massively long time trial and a couple of sprint stages. We still have one more climbing stage, don't we? There were 5. I think we have one more to go. This is stage 17. One more climbing stage on 18, a sprint on 19, time trial on 20, and a sprint on 21. Of course, the Champs-Élysées. I think we have one more climbing stage to go. But I might be just about far enough ahead in the KOM now. Time cut. Somebody's still out there too. Broom wagon. Forgot to pick him up a while ago. Looked like an Arceus Hamsick rider. Bernal wins again. He has been so good in this race. He's like a +5 every freaking day. 2:17 clear. Carapaz was a minute 9. Pinot, minute 41. So small gap to Pinot. I lose a little bit of time to him. And same with Dumoulin, just 11 seconds there. So not a very big deal. Gap's definitely behind, so I'm better than my 6th place. Yates loses time. Lopez loses time. These guys all losing considerable time. So not a bad result, though makes that podium a little bit harder. So in the overall, still 6th. Yates is still a minute ahead. Dumoulin is a minute ahead. Pinot is now a minute and a half. It's going to be tough to jump any of those guys to get into the top 3, especially with Dumoulin. Yates, Pinot, I could probably get. Carapaz, I think, at 3:20. I don't think I'm going to get that kind of time. So, top 5, yes. Top 3, don't think so. Don't think so. I think I'm headed for a 4th or 5th. Big gap behind me now. Really big gap. So, it's turning into a 1-horse race and a 5-horse race for second. KOM, 99 points. 35 clear of Dennis. 38 of Geniez. 40 to Carthy. Bernal, the threat, is 44 behind. Think I've got it. Of course, in getting it, that could be why I lost about a minute there. Still, to me, worth it. Not going to win the race anyway. Maybe, just maybe, I hurt myself on my chances of 3rd versus 4th or 5th. But which one shows up here? That one does. I'm not getting that one. That one does. That one shows up here. So does that one. And I'm not getting that one. So, trophy cabinet. And a good position. Was I correct? Is there another climbing stage to go? There was 5. That was the 4th, I think. Come on. Let me see. You've probably already been going. I knew it all along. Yeah, there is. 2 to go. 147k. Just 2 climbs this time. Still some good points out there. 20 there. 20 there. That's 40 points. I have more than a 40-point lead, right? Ooh, I'm the favorite, really. No, I don't. 35. But Dennis isn't winning both climbs. Alright, well, that and the time trial and Champs-Élysées, that'll be for next episode. That's going to do it for this one. I'm Decathlon Gamer. Thanks for tuning in. Getting closer to our goal. Of course, not the podium part, but I knew with the team around me, it was going to be really hard to pull off. I've certainly worked my way up the field quite a bit. Bernal's going to move into the lead in the World Tour and Super Prestige here in a few days. He's just too good, too dominant. Next season is going to be a different year for me. For now, I think I'm looking at probably slipping to just second place. That's not a big drop with the Tour de France behind us. Can handle that. It's not a bad thing. And I'm definitely looking at being well over 3,000 points. Have a good one. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.